Hello everyone! Today, we're diving into the wild, explosive world of the Vongola Guardians from Katekyo Hitman Reborn. They're powerful, iconic, and unforgettable. But, let's be real, they're also some of the easiest characters to roast in all of shonen. From the reluctant boss who just wants to pass PE class, to a 10-year-old cow who thinks bazookas are toys, this lineup is equal parts terrifying and comedy gold. So, buckle up. It's time to break down every Guardian and roast them while we're at it. Tsunayoshi Sawada, Vongola Decimo. Tsuna begins as no good Tsuna, the kid who can't run a lap without falling on his face. But once Reborn shoots him with the dying will bullet, he flips into a shirt-ripping berserker who'll risk anything to finish what he regrets. His first dying will fights, saving Kyoko from bullies or standing up to rivals, are the awkward seeds of the Vongola Decimo. When the Kokuyo gang invades, Tsuna faces Mukuro Rokudo in a true death match. That battle forces him to control the X-Gloves and his resolve, showing he isn't just a gag character with power-ups, he's a leader who can stand against a mastermind illusionist. In the Varia arc, Tsuna's clash with Xanxius is the crown jewel of his growth, a Sky Flame on Sky Flame showdown where he uses the X-Burner and Vongola rings to prove he can fight at true boss level, not just survive. The future arc pushes him further, battling Millefiori captains, fighting with his guardians, and clashing with Byakuran's forces. Tsuna evolves from reactive crybaby to someone who rallies and commands, his hyper-intuition giving him the edge in impossible moments. Still the kid who trips, just with deadlier flames now. Hayato Gokudera, Storm Guardian. Gokudera bursts onto the scene as the chain-smoking dynamite prodigy who instantly pledges himself to Tsuna, almost too aggressively. When the Kokuyo gang invades, Gokudera nearly loses his life fighting Chikusa. Poisoned and outclassed, he survives through sheer grit, proving he isn't just the comic relief bomber, he's someone willing to burn himself out if it means protecting Tsuna. The Varia arc levels him up further. His Storm Ring duel with Belphegor is a wild chessboard of traps, bombs, and improvisation. He shows his creativity, adapts under pressure, and demonstrates that his storm isn't just destructive, it's strategic chaos. Even when everything blows up in his face, his persistence makes him the team's battlefield architect. In the future arc, Gokudera evolves again. With his Systema CAI, he masters multiple cartridges and elemental flame fusions, turning his dynamite obsession into a fully loaded arsenal. He becomes a tactical support fighter, handling Millefiori tech specialists and automaton armies, showing that brains and bombs make him deadly in ways no one expects. He's brilliant until he detonates his own escape route. Takeshi Yamamoto, Rain Guardian. Yamamoto starts as the easygoing baseball star who thinks sword fighting is just another sport. But under Reborn's push, he discovers his rain flames and swordsmanship carry terrifying potential. His big breakout is the Varia arc, where his Rain Ring duel against Squallow becomes legendary. A laid-back kid taking on Varia's greatest swordsman sounds like a mismatch, but Yamamoto proves he can learn, adapt, and strike with surgical precision. That fight isn't just a win, it's the moment Yamamoto becomes a true swordsman, blending calm efficiency with deadly resolve. In the future arc, his growth is undeniable. He clashes with Millefiori's sword captains and other elite fighters, turning every fight into a lesson in timing and battlefield reading. From reactive athlete to proactive killer, Yamamoto evolves into the team's Rain, steady, fluid, and unstoppable. Beyond fighting, he's the group's emotional anchor. Yamamoto's the guy who'll laugh with you like it's a game, then end the fight in a single, perfect swing. Kyoya Hibari, Cloud Guardian. Hibari is the lone wolf, the enforcer of Namimori, and the living definition of "don't get in my way." He's prideful, violent, and utterly uninterested in friendship. His so-called guardianship is more about punishing trespassers than protecting allies. In the Kokuyo arc, he instantly sets the tone, dismantling gang members with ruthless efficiency. By the time of the Varia conflict, his Tonfa mastery and Cloud Flames prove that his independence isn't weakness, it's raw strength that forces enemies to respect him. The future arc pushes Hibari even further. Facing Millefiori's elite, he adapts Cloud Flame techniques that allow him to multiply his presence, effectively fighting entire armies by himself. While others strategize, Hibari simply clears the board. He's not a team player, but he's the perfect deterrent. No one wants to be in his line of sight. Call him a teammate and he'll prove he's the entire team by himself. Mukuro Rokudo, Mist Guardian. Mukuro arrives not as an ally, but as the Kikuyo arc's nightmare mastermind. With mist flames and illusions, he manipulates perception itself, creating chaos Tsuna and his friends are barely able to overcome. His battle with Tsuna is the series' first taste of true psychological warfare, illusions versus intuition. After his defeat, Mukuro doesn't vanish. He lingers, his presence haunting the team through Chrome Dekuro, who channels his power. This gives Mukuro the perfect out, still influencing events, still guiding from the shadows, but never fully chained to the family. In the future arc, he continues this role. His illusionary warfare is both a weapon and a shield, confusing Millefiori forces and giving Tsuna's side advantages in impossible battles. He's not the reliable guardian, but the wild-card ally who bends reality when it matters most. Even trapped in the background, Mukuro bends every battlefield to his illusions, because reality's just another toy to him. Lambo, Lightning Guardian. Lambo is chaos incarnate, a 5-year-old assassin in a cow suit whose greatest weapon is pure accident. His 10-year bazooka gag, swapping him with older versions, turns every fight into a dice roll between comedy and clutch survival. In the Varia arc, he goes up against Levi, and while Child Lambo is useless, his future selves actually flip the match into something memorable. The gag becomes a weapon, forcing even hardened killers to adapt to randomness. During the future arc, Lambo's lightning flames and box weapons actually give him utility beyond comic relief. His unpredictability breaks rigid enemy tactics, and even though he's unreliable, sometimes the very fact that he's unreliable makes him impossible to counter. The family's secret weapon, a toddler in a cow suit who blows everything up and somehow wins every fight. Ryohei Sasagawa, Sun Guardian. Ryohei is a pure fighting spirit in human form. Loud, passionate, and extreme about everything, his sun flames embody vitality, giving him the unique role of both punching through enemies and patching up allies. His big breakout comes in the Varia tournament's first match, where he defeats Lusuria in the Sun Ring battle. Ryohei's no strategist, but his grit and raw boxing skill overwhelm a trained assassin, proving that sheer spirit can carry the day. In the future arc, his role expands. As Millefiori's armies bear down, Ryohei is the team's tank. He doesn't plan, he doesn't calculate, he just commits until victory is the only option left. He's the guy who'll shout, "Extreme," if you trip over a shoelace. A protein shake monologue with fists. Dumb? Sure. But he's also the most reliable wall you'll ever want in front of you. That's every Vongola Guardian explained and roasted. Tsuna's awkward heroism, Gokudera's explosive loyalty, Yamamoto's calm blade, Hibari's lone wolf brutality, Mukuro's mind games, Lambo's chaotic age-hopping, and Ryohei's extreme punching. Which Guardian would you put on your side in a fight, and which one would make you immediately resign from the Mafia? Drop your pick in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more anime breakdowns. Until next time, stay sharp, stay salty, and maybe keep the bazooka out of Lambo's hands.